Experience Karen Hunter
in a completely different way.
Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed. Eric Adams, mayor of New York, federal judge this week dismissed corruption case. Actually, yesterday, they agreed that it was the only practical outcome while blasting the Justice Department's troubling rationale for wanting the charges thrown. So, you know, Eric Adams went to Mar-a-Lago, kissed the ring and probably other things, came back. His mouth was all full of Cheeto dust. It was amazing. That's not true, but I imagine it. So anyway, and so there was a deal struck. And so the Justice Department had already, but they had a provision to keep him in line. Well, New York City, the federal judge was like, nah, no provisions. Either you're going to drop the charges or you're not. You can't have a provision that we can come back and revisit it when you get out of line. Also today, Eric Adams announced that he will be running for mayor as an independent.
Oh.
What? Drew used to live in New York. He used to vote in New York.
I did.
He said, I firmly believe that this city is better served by truly independent leadership, not leaders pulled at by the extremists, far left or right. Instead, those rooted in the common middle. He's playing on something that a lot of people are feeling, but this ain't going to work out the way he thinks it is. And he knows he can't beat Cuomo. Either. He can't beat Cuomo. So, you know, Cuomo, the former governor of New York, said he's running for mayor. He knows he can't beat him as a Democrat. He will lose that primary, so he's going to be an independent. But you ain't Mike Bloomberg, sir. You're a whole disaster.
A whole disaster. And listen, I was shocked when he won the first time, if I'm honest.
Yes.
So
with all those, but that was that ranked voting thing that happened for the first. People were confused. They didn't know who to put first, second, and third, and he got in. I don't know. I feel like the fix was in or something. I can't prove it, but I was like, Eric Adams?
That's what I said too. I was like,
oh my God. But I'm like, Donald Trump? What? Yeah. So and strange things happen. These are those times. Yeah. I'm here for it. Speaking of Eric Adams, he had Luigi out here looking like he was the most dangerous man in the world. I feel like it's still too soon. But U.S. Attorney Pam Bondi, who is a whole ass problem as well, she has directed federal prosecutors to pursue the death penalty against Luigi Mangione, the man accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. He faces state murder and terrorism charges in New York, along with federal murder and stalking charges. The state charges are not eligible for the death penalty because I don't think there's a death penalty in New York, but he pled not guilty to 11 state charges, but has not yet been arraigned on federal charges. He is due back in federal court later this month. And so we'll find out. Pam Bondi's a very curious person. She's doing some things. I'm going to make a prediction, Drew McCaskill. If they put Luigi Mangione to death, I don't think it's going to turn out the way they think it is. I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel like this would be the bridge too far. They're okay with the tariffs. They're okay with the deportations. They're okay with all of the job loss and all of the chaos. But I think this would be the thing to get people in the streets. I don't know. I can't prove it, Drew McCaskill, but I feel like that would be the one thing that will galvanize folk.
Listen, I think you may be right. A young, you put that young, wealthy people are quite attracted to white boy in the electric chair. You put a needle in that boy's arm. I think that there's gonna be consequences and repercussions behind that. Like it's amazing the things that galvanize people in this country in this moment. I think that could be crazy. I mean, but listen, CNN had a headline the other day. It was something like gunmen who killed 23 in racist attack at Texas Walmart offered plea deal to avoid the death penalty.
Yep. From 2019. Matter of fact, I have a video. We have a clip of that. What were you going to say about it before I play this clip?
No, I'm saying the DOJ saying put a needle in this boy's arm for killing a CEO, but somebody kills 23 folk
and
in
a racist,
a Walmart.
and a racist. It was racist.
Exactly.
Patrick Crew. And he said Trump, he thought he was acting on Trump's wishes. Play that clip, Smiz.
Paso Matters article, defense attorney Joe Spencer says a shooter thought he had stopped a, quote, Hispanic invasion of Texas because that's what his president was telling him. Spencer added the gunman thought if he doesn't do it, then nobody would, and that it had to start with him. The White House did not respond to multiple requests for comment from El Paso Matters. On August 5th, 2019, 2 days after the El Paso shooting, Trump condemned the attack, saying hate has no place in America.
He said he thought that's what his president wanted to stop the
Words
Mexican
matter.
invasion. Hispanic
Words
invasion of Texas. Yep. Yeah. So he probably won't get the death penalty, but Luigi Mangione, this is going to be a miscalculation. I don't know who they talking to, but I'm like,
Yeah.
people lined up in New York just to get a glimpse of him.
And you know,
people flying in.
Apparently, those the loafers that he had on under the table, with his ankles crossed or whatever, have sold out all over the internet too. Just the loafers, which is crazy. And listen, my whole timeline was for like 3 days straight was pictures of him from his freedom days. So I was like, wait, what am I looking at? Who is this?
Yes.
Who's Peter these?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Pam Bondi.
Experience Karen Hunter
in a completely different way.
Karen Hunter is awesome. The podcast.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. Check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.